Ciao tutti. Ciao tutti. Oh. That's all the Italian I know, I'm sorry.
How's it going?
Good, I feel like I'm on like a talk show.
Okay, well,
Yes.
I really loved you in Supernatural.
Thank you.
I'm Jimmy Kimmel at the moment.
Hi Jimmy, it's so great to be here.
It's good to have you.
Wow, you got so much more handsome, just boom. I'm just so excited to be here, you know?
And this is his first time in Rome. First time in Europe. First time in Europe.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy this morning?
I did. It was amazing.
It was amazing. We went to Via de' Medici. Di Medici? La Via de' Medici, which is an amazing place. We walked around with a great guide who talked us through the gardens and the frescoes and all this kind of stuff. It was a really interesting morning we had.
Yeah, really incredible. I couldn't believe the views of Rome and the architecture and the paintings, the gardens. It was truly.
Yeah, if you get a chance, if anyone's here for like a longer than the convention, after the convention ends, like have a little stroll around Rome.
Yeah, don't go while the convention's happening.
Yeah, don't do that.
Go afterwards if you can. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
How are you, Alex?
I'm great, thank you.
My question was actually for Adam.
I understand.
You were recently in Norway filming a TV show.
I was, yeah.
So I'm from Norway, so...
Oh, cool.
Nora from Norway?
No, I'm not
Where is
Nora
she?
from Norway. I'm Marianne
There she is.
from Norway.
Nora from Norway.
Yeah. I'm Marianne from Norway.
Nice.
Hi, Marianne.
Can you tell us about the TV show and your character on the show?
Okay, very quickly. I was. It's a show called State of Happiness, or Lykkelen, which is the Norwegian title. How was my accent? Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Norwegians are very particular. So basically, it's about the discovery of oil in the 60s and before the late 60s. Norway was a poor country on the edge of Europe with that were over reliant on fishing in waters that were starved of fish. So they employed the professionals from America to come over, the big oil companies like Shell and Esso and all these big companies to drill for oil in the North Sea. And my character was worked for a company called Phillips Petroleum, which is a very small company. And he was determined that there was oil in the sea. There's gold in them there hills. And so everyone else pulled out. Shell pulled out, Esso pulled out, and they were the last people standing in Norway. And he discovered the oil. And the show basically is about how Norway has changed over the last couple of generations from being this poor country being the wealthiest country, one of the wealthiest countries in the world. And it's I loved staying there. I loved the history lesson that I learned by doing the show. And I think, you know, it's been doing quite well in the festival circuit, so I think there's going to be another couple of seasons. So it'll be on NRK and BBC in Europe, and then hopefully on...
And who do you play?
I play a guy who's a real-life character, but his name is Ed Crump.
You're like a real-life character too, though.
I thank you. But I think that might be changing a little bit because they want to make a second season, so they don't want to use a real guy that actually that happened, and they're going to bastardize his history, so to speak. So they might change me around a little bit. So, but it'll be on TV in August, in September.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. This question is for Alex. So,
I'm ready.
Yeah, you can go. Jokes. I love you. So, here we are getting to know Jack better and better. He's growing, learning, developing a lot. So I was wondering, is there something you would like to bring on screen?
Something I'd like to bring on screen with Jack?
Yes. You know me.
I think Jack's had this very large journey this season, and we've seen him in such lows and such little highs along the way. I'd really like to see him maybe like find someone his age. That would be kind of fun to see. If Jack like made like a friend, you know, someone he could like, they could be like, hey, come watch the soccer game, and then Jack could go to a game or I don't know. something where he's like relating to people that's not like Winchesters, murderers, or like...
It's a different show.
Yeah. Jack, in my mind, Jack's like going to a sporting event instead of like, you know, killing angels and
What is Scooby-Doo?
yeah, watching
Scooby-Doo.
Which was awesome. So, yeah, maybe that would be fun.
How fun was that, by the way, to do that?
Oh my god, it was so fun because I wasn't in it.
Hi! Please ask questions quickly.
I really loved it because I got to watch and experience that episode the same as everyone here. I watched it with the cast, and that was just so. I mean, for you guys, I hope you guys liked it. It was just so much fun to see everybody kind of pop up and be animated.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Really cool. Hola.
Hola.
Hi, my question is actually to Adam.
I'll be gone soon.
Yeah,
It's okay. I'm not offended.
I'm from Berlin, and it's awesome when you've been to my hometown. So
It's an
say
awesome
something
town.
lovely about it.
I don't want to get really serious, but I just love the way that Berlin has dealt with the atrocities of the Second World War and how it's kind of owned up to the memorial at the Berlin Wall, the piece of Berlin Wall, and all that. It was very moving. We took a bike right down there and read all about the goings on in 1933 and stuff. And it's just really impressive. And I think there's certain countries in the world that can take a leaf out of the German book with their attitude towards owning up to atrocities that their country's committed. I think there's two, like one that I have personal history with and one that I live in. And I just think that it's an amazing thing to do, and you have my complete respect as a country for that, because I think it's one of the hardest things to do. I remember I grew up in Ireland, and most of our history was about the atrocities that Britain and England had done to us in the during the famine, before the famine, and when I was moving to London to do a play in like 2004 or 5, I was kind of genuinely nervous. I was like, do all the English people hate me? And it was the opposite of the truth. They were so embraced when I went over there. And I started making friends over there and talking about our history. And it was amazing to me how little of that was taught to them in their syllabus in school, in their history syllabus in school. And I just think it's very important. There's a great line, there's a book called Julian Barnes wrote called The Sense of an Ending, and I'm going to paraphrase it, but it's like, he writes in the book, it's like, history is always told through the eyes of the victors. And I think it's important that now we're making so many great changes in the world, let's like own up to shit and really, and that's what I felt. And that was the most moving thing. We had some fun as well.
Did you own up to the atrocities you committed in Berlin, or?
There's a statute of limitation.
I understand.
No.
Sorry, I had to.
Mine. Oh, I gotta go. Oh, one more. What's up? How are you?
My question was just going to be, Adam, could you please teach Alex about the wheel?
Oh yeah, here. Have you not seen the wheel yet? Al, we have a little job for you. I'm gonna speak the wheel, and so whatever it lands on, we gotta do. But is this really? This is not really apple juice.
This is the apple juice I've heard so much about. This smells like apple juice. Cheers.
Thank you guys. See you later.
Oh. Have you guys all to myself. So I saw a lot of your guys' shirts that said apple juice on it. And now I totally know what you're talking about. Of all the things on this, which is most terrifying? Surprise? Surprise sounds very scary, first off. Sing, actually equally, singing and dancing, also super terrifying for me. Who would you guys say is the best dancer that you guys have seen at JIBCon so far? Oh. Okay, wait. Jensen? It's Jensen. I need to talk to him. Okay. Fantastic. I'm ready.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm really good. How are you guys? Oh, good.
My question is, what was the coolest joke guys has played on you so far?
The coolest or the cruelest?
Cruel. Most
Cruel, as in mean, not good.
Yeah, very mean.
Gotcha. Okay. So many to choose from. Two. I'll give you two. So there's one scene where basically Jared shows me a video that my mom had left me. This really beautiful video that she's just like, I love you, like, you're gonna be so good, just like, I'm proud of you, and just like, I'm supposed to be if you, well, hopefully the take was good, but like, I'm crying, I'm so moved that my mom would say these incredible things to me. So, Jared comes in the room, and he goes, hey, Jack. I'm sitting there on the bed, and he goes, gives me a laptop. So, I know there's this video that Courtney Ford does of my mom, and I'm going to see the video. So I go, open the video, and then it's, somehow Jared had found just all the penises that he would like. So I'm trying not to laugh because I want to make sure that I do the job well. But Jared made it so unfortunate that I never do the job well.
Jared is so Jared.
Yes. So I guess that was kind of cruel. I'm thinking about my dead mom, but instead, penises left and right. Yeah. Hello. What? You're not ready? Hi.
Hi. I don't have a question, but it's something that I think a lot of people here think too.
Okay.
Yeah. My daughter told me to tell you that...
I'm already nervous.
No.
Okay.
She told me to tell you that Jack is the best character. And she loves him.
Wow. Thank you. Well, that's very sweet of your daughter.
Okay?
That's very nice of your daughter.
I tell her, thank you.
Thank you. I'm trying, you know, I've had a good time. Are we ready?
I don't know if they are ready, but I'm ready.
I'm ready. Are you guys good? Oh, okay, good, alright.
You just said that one of the things that scared you the most on that is dancing.
Yes.
But I just saw a movie called Kicking It Old School. They were very, very young.
Yes.
And your dancing is pretty good. So, how did you go into breakdancing, and do you still practice that? And could you maybe show us a little bit of that?
Bad news for you guys. I did a movie when I was 15, and I played like a breakdancer, as you're saying. But I did like the easy part of the dancing, and then they had a very talented professional do like head spins, and like he flew all over the stage. He did backflips. That was not me. Yeah. Some dude was very talented and was able to do that, but I was just, you know, I was a minor player, if you will. Here's my next question. Are you good at breakdancing? Do you have a secret skill you would like to show the crowd? Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Because if you had some sick breakdance moves, I would love to see them.
If I met them, I would like to show them, but
Okay.
never.
All right, thanks. Hi.
First of all, I would like to welcome you to the JIB family.
Thank you. And let me just say, I'm so happy to be here. So many of you guys have been so nice, and I've got to meet you guys one-on-one, and it's been really nice. So thank you guys for being here as well.
About your time on Arrow, because you played Anarchy in there.
Yes.
I'm curious about the fighting scenes with Steven and Willa. Did you do them yourself, or was it the stunt guy?
Oh man, I got more bad news for you guys. No, it's not a great start. We're realizing very quickly how not talented I am. They're like, can you break dance? You're like, no. Can you do these fight scenes? No.
What can you do?
Tough crowd, guys. Wow. Really feeling attacked here. They make you, so for Arrow, the show moves at a very fast pace, and there's very long fight scenes, which was so cool for me to like watch and participate in. But basically they have you do like hero shots. So you'll punch a guy in the face, or you'll like, you know, you'll do like the first part, like I got lit on fire. For insurance purposes, they don't let you light yourself on fire. I know you were thinking it was me, but... Wow! You're right, you are correct. No, it was a really cool shooting experience, and you do get to work on the stunts. Same with the Supernatural show, it's great. You get to be actively involved in the shooting of it. Or, you know, sometimes they'll wire you up when people are getting thrown around. So it's a really hands-on process, which I really enjoy doing.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Hi.
Can you sing?
I told you guys, man.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I wanted to know if you have a favorite actor or favorite actress who you look up to and who you're inspired by.
Yeah, first off, I'd like to thank my father-ish, my most inspired mentor, Misha Collins. I don't know. There's a lot of people I really like. Where I see, I mean, I'll watch anything that Tom Hardy's in. He's really great. Yeah. Bane, you know, he's awesome. So I guess him would probably be like the dude I watch the most.
He's a great guy.
Cool. Thanks. Hello. Hi. Are you alright?
No.
No?
One of my favorite Instagram people is Laura Tyron. Yeah. And I wanted for you to tell the funniest story about your cat and the Laura.
Oh, okay. First off, I miss the cat. He's good.
I left it.
Yeah, I know it's tough. You know, you gotta go to Europe sometimes. Thierry's gotta rule the kingdom without you. I don't know. He's such an asshole. You know. Like my day usually starts with me asleep in bed, and then Thierry doing what I would describe as what I call a drive-by. So maybe you other cat owners will know this move. So basically, you're fast asleep, having a great time, but the cat he goes, it's time for me to eat, and I'm tired of you sleeping. So basically, he just runs as fast as he can across the pillow, and I'm like, or he'll like hit your head as he runs by. So he does that like maybe 2 or 3 times, and then, you know, you wake up and you're like, what the hell? And he just kind of looks at you. He's like, it's feast time. So that would be my Lord Thierry story that happens almost every day. Thank you. Hello.
I just forgot my question because I'm kind of late. So,
It's all good. We can. Let's take a breath.
And it wasn't something complicated. It was just, I was wondering what your initial feelings and thoughts were when you first understood Supernatural and compared it to your expectations.
Oh, okay. Well, truthfully, I didn't really have a lot of expectations. When you start a new job, you kind of don't know what to expect. So for me, I just kind of walked in there just, hoping to do my best. And then I guess the first couple days on set, I was like mostly naked, so that for me was very nerve-wracking. So initially, it was like, yeah, I got the job. And then it was like, oh, I have to walk around naked for days. So I guess initially that was kind of my my concerns, Does that answer the question? Okay, thank you. Hello.
Hi, welcome to Italy.
Thank you.
It's lovely to see you in England as well last week.
Oh my God, you've been traveling around the globe.
It's my summer holiday.
Ah.
Supernatural convention. First want to say, of all the things that we've covered that you can't do, I have to say, you can act. I'm loving your act.
Oh, thank God. That's my one skill at this point. Yeah.
And I was wondering if I could ask you, there was I'm trying to think, I think it was about episode 5, there was a therapy scene.
Yes.
When you were trying to find a shapeshifter with Sam and Dean. And I was just wondering sort of how that went, how you prepared, sort of pretending to be their little brother, and what that scene went like, preparation, any stories about the actual execution of it.
It's been kind of interesting because I guess the practical idea would be like, how do you play someone's brother? But the cool part about the actual filming experience of the show is that, day by day, you keep going to work and you keep getting to know these people. Mm-hmm. So eventually you start to have more and more in common, more things you guys can talk about. So kind of Jack's natural integration to, becoming like kind of a Winchester was like just felt very natural for me because it was just getting to know the crew, getting to know the cast. So that felt very, very easy for me. For the therapy stuff, I guess the hardest part for me was, even though she was a shapeshifter, just seeing my dead mom. Yeah. So working with Courtney was really cool because she came in so full of emotion and love for Jack, for her son, and she just kind of burst through the door, And for me, I just had to watch her and just see what she was feeling and going through, and that was easy for me. I just had to watch her, and I kind of, went off of that. That's kind of like a long answer for a simple thing, isn't it?
Absolutely fine. I'm fascinated.
Okay. Thank you. Ciao.
So my question would be, how was the audition process for the role of Jack? And did you know when you were auditioning how big the role would be and what it would entail, or?
They kind of leave it very unspecific, so you don't know exactly what you're getting into. They're not going to be like, you're going to be naked in episode 1, and then by episode 6, you guys will be cowboys. Like, they don't really give you a layout exactly. So the audition process was basically, I had a friend film me. Basically, you stand against a wall, you read the lines, and then they had Jack in kind of different situations. So I think there was a scene with Jack, with Sam and Dean, and then there was a scene with Jack and Lucifer, and then there was a scene, I think, with Jack and like another scene with Sam. So the cool part about that is it kind of gave me an idea for where they were going to go with the season with Jack. Eventually you meet his dad. He's going to have to deal with not feeling normal. So it kind of gave a little bit of groundwork that way. And then after that, I met some of the producers and got the part. fun fact, I was not able to get hired at Starbucks as a kid. So this was a little better than that. Starbucks, I was like, I need a job, I need money, I need to make lattes, and Starbucks was like, we can't hire you. So this was significantly better. Yeah, thank you. Hi.
So I want to say to you that I really love Jack's character because I think a lot of us were expecting to see this monster because he was the son of Lucifer, and we didn't expect to see this sensitive and a really good person that Jack is. And I really love the way you play it, so I want to say that to you. And then.
Well, thank you.
My question is, if you could choose to be any other character of Supernatural, who would you choose to play?
Ooh, good question. First off, who would you choose to be, out of curiosity?
If I would choose?
Yes.
Probably Ruby.
Ruby's pretty cool.
So I can be with Sam.
I would also choose to be Ruby. It's so fantastic. Who would I be? I guess being Dean looks pretty cool, you know? He gets to drive the car, which is a big draw for me. I remember we were filming and basically Jensen had to like come around a corner. And I don't know if you guys know, but like I feel like Jensen could have been like race car driver in like another life because he just threw the car around very, very quickly. And I was like, seatbelt? I don't need a seatbelt. And then by take 2, I was like, all right, cool, I'm ready now. Like, preparing myself. So I guess, yeah, playing Dean would be fun. You know, he's always kicking ass and driving cars and.
Wouldn't you like to play like an evil character? Just to see.
I've played a lot of evil characters in the past, I guess. But what's been really interesting about playing Jack is we don't know which way he's going to go, right? He has the nougat and he has the good time with the Winchesters, but maybe he might become the devil. So that's been a fun dynamic.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
I said maybe. I don't know. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
The people have spoken, they don't want you to turn bad, apparently.
Yeah, apparently not. I don't know, watching like Mark Pellegrino play Lucifer looks like a lot of fun. You know?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, he's evil, but like, looks like he's having a good time. You know?
Very true.
Yeah.
Hello, for starters, very glad you're here, nice to meet you.
Thank you.
I guess my question essentially is, what was it like preparing for a role where your character is essentially not human? Is there anything you particularly did in preparation for that?
He's kind of he's got lots of human qualities. I just kept trying to think about what it would be like to see things or experience things for the first time. I kept thinking about like little kids, like the kind of like level of excitement they have for something like if you like give a kid ice cream for the first time.
I still have that excitement.
I mean, fair enough.
Work for ice cream.
Yeah, it's just got to be like mind-blowing, right? So I kept thinking about like what Jack would experience for the first time, like nougat, or like he literally studying his environment. So I tried to take that even further with like meeting a new character, trying to understand this wild and crazy world. So I guess the biggest prep for me was just considering what it would be like to experience something for the first time.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah, you know, like prom or something, right? Wait, you guys don't have prom? Prom? No.
We know what it is.
Okay, that's like a very American thing, isn't it? Yes. It's so weird. It's so weird. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
It's actually a question that